on, y'all? Today I'm going to build up a track, and the way that I want to build this track up is by kind of approaching it in a cinematic way, crossing over into a more storyline type of way. And the way that I'm going to attempt to do that is by building up a brass choir. And I'll probably build that brass choir up for maybe 4 bars, maybe 8 bars. I might cut it at 4 bars, but concluding the 4 bar or that 8 bar sequence of brass instruments, and maybe I might do orchestral as well. But right after that, I'm gonna go ahead and transition into a more cool, relaxed. I'm thinking maybe 70s slash 60s kind of vibe. With drums and maybe guitar, maybe some Rhodes, maybe still a little bit of brass, but not as much brass. Maybe with some kind of like stabs here and there, and some counter melody type of things. But that's the way I'm gonna approach this, and I'm thinking the way that I'll start it off first will be with a bass line and build on top of that bass line with some harmonies in a kind of a chorale type of fashion. And yeah, so that's what my vision is for this. And I'm guessing that maybe I'll go through maybe 1 or 2 sessions. Maybe this will be today, and then tomorrow I'll do a little bit more, and then try to get this thing wrapped up. Okay, so in this particular segment right now, what I like to try to do is I try to listen. I try to listen to what it is that I made, what I created, try to see if I like the way it sounds. I also try to practice a bit of grace, because sometimes you can be so judgmental over what you made that you'll continue re-recording and re-recording over and over again. But for this particular example, in order to fulfill my vision on the brass choir sound, right now, I think the best thing that I could potentially do is to stack another track. My Con 20K is a beautiful sound. I've been playing Con 20K since I was in high school. Although my friend made a big point. My friend he said that he loves the Con 20K sound, but he also loves the King sound. He told me that to him, the Con 20K sound has a more pointy sound, more poignant sound. The King sound has a more rounder tone. So for most of my songs, I've been stacking the Con 20K along with the King. It gives it a very diverse sound. It makes the two of them together. If you're really listening to the subtle nuances of both horns together, it starts to have this beautiful kind of a group sound. And it also reminds me of different tonalities. And I play sousaphone a lot of times with my brother Rayshawn Bethune, and when we play together, it's a nice beautiful color. I think it's interesting that a lot of sections, like tuba sections, play and they all kind of have the same horn. And I know it has a uniform look and a uniform sound, but sometimes you can get more colors with having different horns. So I wanted to stack the King with the Con 20K. basically, I think I like the stacks. I'm gonna go back and listen to it and everything like that. But I think what I'm gonna do next is like lock in next on some chords to kind of give us some movement and some space. Kind of like a vocabulary, you know what I mean? The chord structure kind of gives you like all the different notes to be able to navigate, you know, which I kind of already did that with the bass line, but I'm gonna kind of try to find those bass line notes and the notes that were, you know, defined in that structure, in that that journey, if you will, you know what I mean? And I can kind of define the chord structure out of those bass notes, and we can start to kind of build on that, maybe lock it in with some drums and stuff like that. But we're gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go to the Rhodes next. Yeah.